Hello and welcome to the SEPI email client setup video. In this part of the video we're going to set up the desktop software called EM. EM has been chosen over many others because it works. Unlike the others, seem to be very temperamental with IMAP email server settings. So the first thing we're going to do is look for EM mail client. Type in EM. I've already done that obviously there. Visit the website and then click on the download for Windows. Once this is finished, we'll run the setup. Click on open file. If you're on Windows, it'd be slightly different from Mac. Open the file to run that. Have a little read of the terms and conditions. It's pretty standard. I don't think there's any sort of nasty things in there. Click on install. Yes, you get changed for that. And then that should go away, and if you minimise your browser now, you should find the install screen behind. I'm not going to set it up as my default application because I still want Outlook for my personal things. I'm going to tick that, but I'll leave the rest fine and click on finish. We're going to go through the custom setup. Click on next. Choose whatever style suits you, but I like light, to be honest with you. And I'm going to leave the message reading panel to the right, so that's fine. And reviews in there too, that's fine. So next. Auto select categories as well, that's fine. Enable the badges, yeah, that's good, so you know how many emails you've got coming through. And yeah, we're going to have the AI features on, shall we? Now you can import, but I don't recommend doing that because when I did this the first time, although it did import my emails, it got all the settings wrong, so I really had a hard time configuring it. So I'm going to do skip import for now. Now, this is where you put your email address. So mine is this. Remember, it's SEPI-agency.com, and we're going to leave all those here. Click on start. It's going to contact Office 365, although we're not part of that. And then put in your password that we've issued you. Continue. Now your name. I recommend putting your full name and then hyphenated with your SEPI number, like mine is there. An account name, you can just call that SEPI Mail if you wish. The good thing with EM's Mail is that it actually allows you to do encrypting your emails, which is really good, and it's for free. So I actually do recommend doing this. So I will do create encryption, keep here. You can use the same password if you wish, but or make up your own one, but let's keep it the same and you might remember what it is. So I can put mine in. Leave that as it is, click on next. And we're going to do save now, so I'm going to save my key. I think I've already done this somewhere. Let me just have a look. Yeah, I did. I've just called it EM email encryption key for that. Yes. We don't need to share it right now, so click on select don't share. And now here you can also change your logo. You can do it to one of these if you want, or if you really want to be really good, get the SEPI logo. So you'll find that in the library if you go to FIA and look into media files, you have a selection of icons in there. So use this one. Looks nice, do OK on that. Import all of these, check all the time, click on finish. What you should start now doing is communicating with our mail server and setting up your mailboxes. Which I really like about this client software is that the sub mailboxes are automatically there. And when I looked in there before on the Thunderbird, you had to go into a separate thing, click on sync, and it was a painful experience. But this one does it straight away, which is really nice. So you're already in. Now what I do recommend doing is checking the settings. So click on which some people call the hamburger icon in the top left hand corner, and click on accounts. Now you've got your IMAP settings here and your SMTP. This is the first thing we need to do. We need to change this because 993 will not work. I know, it's shocking. So we need to change it to 143 and change this security policy to false SSL. SMTP should also be changed to 587 and again changed to false SSL. So it's really important. If you don't change these two things, you're not going to be able to send and receive email. The mail host should be mail.sepi-at.co.uk, so that's correct. So it's 143 SSL, and on there it's the same, but it's 587 SSL. The user identity credentials, just leave that selected. It should remember your username and your password given on both fields, so they should all be okay. So once that's done, click on Save and Close. The first thing you need to do is test it. So click on New, send it to your personal email. So I'm just going to send it to my Google Mail at gmail.com. We call it Test Today and Test. And it's going to go from that account, click on Send. By default, it allows 5 seconds of grace for you to unsend it in case you've suddenly gone, oh, hold on a minute, I wasn't quite ready for that. So that's gone. If there are any errors, this little thing here will go into a sort of a red triangle just to inform you that there's a problem. But other than that, that means it's all kind of active. So I'll now go to Outlook. Let's see if we've got our new email, shall we? Where is it? There we go. There it is. Test today. So let's hit reply. Yes. Okay. Do send. And go back to our EM mail client, and momentarily we'll get the message back. Now what you have seen here immediately is that the new message at the bottom. Here's my original and there's a new. I hate that. I like my new ones on the top. So I'm going to show you how to do that too. So to change the order, so you've got the latest ones at the top, go into the hamburger menu again, click on Settings, and this time scroll down to Mail. Now under Mail, if you click on Conversations, and on Sort Order, put Latest Messages on top. Save. Now my message is at the top. This is where I want it. There's some other tests I did earlier today. So that's all good. It's now on top. It sends, it receives. What I now need to do is set up my signature. Click on the hamburger menu again. Click on Settings. Under Settings, click on Mail and open up Templates and Signatures. Now here is where you select your account. Select Template for account. I've got loads on there, but select your one. So what you want to do is when it says New Email, nothing's selected because it's brand new. So click on Signatures at the bottom there, do New, call it SEPI Sig, and in there cut and paste your details. Obviously if you're looking at mine, you need to change your email address there and your details here. Once you're done, click on Save and close that. Now when you do signature for new email, you should have SEPI Sig. I don't normally do it on replies, but you can if you want to, it's not a problem. Close that. Now when I do new email at the top, here's my signature. So all that will work. So that's how to set up EM on Windows desktop. It'll be very similar for Apple Mac, but let me know if there are any major differences and I'll make a video for you. Now in the next section, we're going to show you how to set it up on your phone. Okay, so this is an Android phone, so it can be very similar to the iPhone as well. We're going to Play Store or wherever you get your apps on an iPhone, or on the App Store on an iPhone. And we're going to look up something called EM Mail. Let's try it again. Ignore the ones it gives you by default. It's this one here with the orange speech bubble on it. So install. and then open that. Now we do want it to access our contacts, so that's okay. And notifications, yes, definitely, otherwise you won't know when you get your email. So now we're going to add account. We're going to do a manual setup, and you'll see that IMAP is not listed, so we'll click on other. And we're going to put our email address in, so your SEPI email address is to go in here. See what just happened there? When I've done a dot, it automatically put a space. Be mindful of that, because that will make things go wrong. So make sure there's no space after the dot. SEPI Agency .com, and type in the password that's been supplied to you. Click on next. We're going to select IMAP. And the incoming mail server is not sepi.com, it's actually mail.sepi.co.uk, and allow use identity credentials because it's the same password username as before, so click on next. Outgoing, again it's mail.sepi.agency.co.uk. Again, leave that checked as use identity credentials. Now what you might get there is failed SMTP. Don't worry about that, because I'm going to go back and correct it, okay? So ignore test results. Now your name, this is display name, so I'm going to put David, John, not Davis, John, hyphen, then my SEPI number. And my account name, I'm just going to call this SEPI Mail. Click on next. We can create a PGB cover, we're going to do it later. The avatar, you can change it as well to anything you want, or you can upload your own ones, which I'll come back to later. So leave all these checked to finish. And then you'll have your email, so if you click on your little icon you get all your subfolders as well, will start appearing, which is really good because some of the other mail clients didn't do that. You have to go out your way to sort of tell them all about it, so this is really good. Now it's not going to work at the moment because we need to change some settings, okay? So to do that, click on your little icon in the top left hand corner, and down the bottom click settings, and then click on accounts SEPI Mail. Right down the bottom you've got IMAP enabled, SMT enabled. Let's check IMAP settings first. Now 143 and false SSL is correct, so that's why it didn't error. So the IMAP's fine, but the SMTP is going to be wrong. It's not port 25, it's port 587. So we'll go back and back again and close the settings. Now that should be okay, so let's do a quick test to my Hotmail account. Here we go. Test 2, test 2, and hit the little send icon at the top right hand corner. So this will be sent shortly. It gives you about 5 seconds to undo that, you see, just in case you send it an error, just like it does in the desktop version. Now, if I go and check my email, let's see if I've got an email. And there you go, there's my test. So I'm just going to reply. Yes, it works. Send that. Let's go back to the other mail app. And there you go. Straight away it's come through. Yes, it works. So it's really important that you change the SMTP port number to 587, otherwise you won't be able to send and receive properly. And that concludes the mobile phone setup. I hope you found it useful.